Hey guys, what's going on? Steven back again, and I am here to give my review for The Walking Dead's episode 11, Hostiles and Calamities. So overall, I thought this was a pretty interesting episode, mostly focusing on Eugene and Dwight mostly. A little bit of Negan, but mostly those two story arcs. Since Eugene did get captured, brought to Sanctuary, he does end up getting a better treatment than what Daryl got. He's basically got like his own little apartment or his own little room that has, all the amenities, a bed, TV, a fridge, stove, the works, whatever. So he's basically got it on easy street, if you'll see, if you want to say. Which is pretty funny because he does have a radio, and I thought that was a pretty funny scene when he goes over to the radio, turns it on, and Easy Street starts playing, and if you catch it, Eugene's head starts to bob to the music, which was pretty funny. But yeah, then we also got Dwight finding out that Daryl left, and he found the note because apparently Daryl left the note behind. Yeah, Dwight finds the note, he picks it up, and he basically can tell right away, whose handwriting it was. And, it was Sherry's. Sherry is also missing from Sanctuary. So, he has to go out and try to find her. So he basically ends up going, to their house. And he finds a letter, stating that she was there. It was a pretty deep letter that she wrote him, like I'm sorry it was me who freed Daryl, because Daryl reminded me so much of who you were before, and I'm sorry I made you this way and what you become, now you've killed. And it was a pretty powerful letter. I mean, it was like a punch to like the gut, really. Kind of like felt bad for Dwight. I thought this was going to be like his beginning of a like 180, or a face change. I don't know, a face change, a redemption, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I thought that was going to be I thought that was like the start of it. I mean, maybe it still is, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I thought it was also pretty funny. When Eugene meets with Negan, and he starts asking him, how smart are you? Are you as smart as what everyone says? And I thought it was pretty interesting when he started giving the same speech, or not the same speech, but the same story he gave to Abraham. Oh, I'm a doctor. I work at, the Human Genome Project, weaponized diseases for weaponized diseases. He basically gave that same little story to Negan, that he gave Abraham, so that way Abraham would protect him and, escort him, to Washington, because he thought there'd be more survivors and stuff like that. But he gave the same thing to Negan. So it makes me kind of think, all right, well, I think he's gonna con Negan now, because as he was saying all that stuff and he walked away, he gave like a smirk or a smile. So I think he's gonna do some sort of long con, and just con his way through everything, until I don't know, until like the war kicks off, or someone goes and rescues him, or something happens, and then basically the con can end. But yeah, that was that was pretty funny. Eugene's awkward date with Negan's wives, because you got to spend some time with them. No naughty stuff, but yeah, they had a pretty awkward date, Eugene being Eugene, basically. What else? We did have, Dwight still at the house, going over the letter, more talking with Eugene and the wives. They want to make sleeping pills or some sort of pills to, because Amber doesn't want to live anymore, supposedly. She basically wants to end her life and whatnot. So what else do we have? More more of Dwight and the Doctor. Then we have the huge meeting down by the furnace where Dwight's heating up the iron, because he basically planted the letter on the Doctor, and he basically threw the Doctor under the bus, which I thought was kind of strange. I kind of thought they were going to do a 180 with him, after like hearing that whole letter, and I'm sorry that you are who you became, and kind of thought, all right, this is going to be like the start of him going in a new direction. But after he, I guess, basically pushed the Doctor under the bus, I don't know, maybe he did it to kind of like protect his own ass, or protect Sherry's ass, because she's supposedly still out there somewhere, even though he said she's dead. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, he basically threw the Doctor under the bus. So I don't know. It's kind of like, well, he's kind of like a dick still, but you kind of feel a little bit bad for him after that letter. I don't know. I'm just kind of really curious to see how they really bring him around. Swap him. Not swap him, but make him do a 180 and kind of like redeem him more. But I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. Negan wants to burn the Doctor's face, but he doesn't. He kind of throws him into the furnace. So that was a pretty awesome scene. Gruesome, but brutal. Yeah, pretty much it. They came for the pills. The wives came for the pills, but Eugene said, nope, because I know who you were making these for. You're making these for Negan, and well, I saw what happened to the Doctor, so I don't think so. Not going to happen there. And then, of course, we get the final scene with, Negan pounding on Eugene's door saying, I have a very important question to ask you. Who are you? And, yeah, Eugene goes right in, and I'm Negan, right away in the middle of Negan's question, basically saying, I'm Negan, always been, 100%, so I think this is more of, him playing, the long con, if you will, because Eugene always said, oh, I'm smarter than you, I got the smarts and whatnot, so yeah, I mean, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. I'm kind of curious to see how Eugene's gonna continue playing out his con. If this is a con, I think it is, but I know some people are saying, oh, I guess he really turned, but no, I can't see it. I can't see Eugene, flipping, after everything him and Abraham have been through, and the reconcile they made at the end of season 6 and everything like that, and then watching his buddy just get beaten to death. I can't see him actually betraying, so I think this is going to be an interesting con that he does, but we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Same thing with how the story with Dwight's playing out, because like, I don't know, they want to redeem him, but then they're, I don't know, kind of making him like not give a shit anymore. Oh yeah, here you go, Doctor did it, whatever. So I don't know, I'm curious to see how the the rest of the episodes play out, and see how they bring in that story, because I think in the comics Dwight already changed, or already did a 180, I think, because I think when Rick and the group go to the kingdom, that's when Dwight comes out, I think. I could be wrong, but I think in the comics Dwight's already done his 180 or his change and everything like that. So I don't know, I'm kind of curious to see how they change it all up. But overall, again, I thought it was a pretty cool episode. I did like seeing Eugene get I wouldn't say like his own episode, like like how Morgan got his own episode, or the governor got his own episode. um, I did like seeing Eugene basically getting the spotlight, basically. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, overall I thought it was a pretty solid episode. Let me know what you guys think. Did you like the episode? Did you not like the episode? What do you think's gonna happen to Dwight? When do you think they're gonna change him? Redeem him? Are they gonna redeem him or not? I don't know. I mean, things are going their own way, so I don't know. Let me know. But if you like this video, feel free to drop it a like. That'd be awesome. If you like the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. That would be awesome. And more videos are on the way. I should have my reaction video up hopefully tomorrow, on Monday, and then on Tuesday, probably a trailer breakdown for episode 12. I'll be breaking down that trailer, trying to give some predictions and stuff like that on what could possibly happen in the episode. And yeah, just more videos coming. So until then, I will see you guys next time. All right, guys. See ya.